When I heard there were only six of the album songs on this album, I hollered. I hollered.
I would have hollered too, but shit, Lil Wayne was gonna have to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? But here we got the Carter 6 vinyl situation. We got some fans complaining, and rightfully so. You listen to this, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's get right into it.
But can you imagine paying $40 for a pre-order for the Carter 6 and then on the day it releases, you hear elephant raps? I'm starting to think that part of the backlash for this album might have been that he had a lot of people financially invested in this album being good. So then they was mad when they got Weezer Vacation Raps. That's not the story. The story is that after the pre-order, after the album released, the albums actually shipped, which I learned does not always happen. But you know how when you buy an album, usually all of the songs that are on the album are on the vinyl that you bought. Sometimes there's extra songs even. And in this case, Wayne put 3 bonus songs on the album. So if the album is 19 tracks plus 3, then on the vinyl there should be 22 songs. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 9 songs on the vinyl version of the Carter 6. There are 9 musical songs. That's it, just 9. There are 6 songs from the album on this vinyl. There's 19 songs on the album digitally that you can stream for free, but if you bought one, you only get 6 of those songs on the vinyl that you have to pay money for. When I heard there were only 6 of the album songs on this album, I hollered. I hollered. I was walking down the street. I was getting a new tire put on my car. So I just had to walk around the block for a while, and I put on this YouTube video that was very informative. But when it said 6 songs, hollered in the street. Like 6? 6. Could you imagine? You pre-order an album. When it comes out, you don't even like it. And then when you get the vinyl, there's only 6 of the songs on there. So I learned about all this watching.
I'd have been mad as you know what. I mean, come on now. But I mean, it do be like that sometimes. But that's egregious. To go from 19 to 6. Now I understand sometimes the vinyl is only so much space on the vinyl. You know, the album version might be a little different. You might be missing one song, you know, maybe 2. But 13 songs, that's just egregious. So what they do with all that extra space, I'm wondering.
Watching this video, and you should watch it. It is good. It gives a lot of explanation for why something like this might happen, and you should go watch it. The simplified version, from their perspective, is that since you have to turn in music months ahead of time to get vinyl ready for your album release date, they only turned in a limited version of the album that they had finished at the time in order to get the vinyl started. And that typically the modern approach to making an album is that you're recording, mixing, and mastering songs right up until the digital release date. So they wouldn't have had time to put everything on the vinyl and get it out in time. Now, I think this is part of the answer, but I think there's something else going on here as well. You know, sometimes on the open mic,
I don't accept that as an answer. I don't accept it. You got to do better than that. Seriously. I mean, come on. Push the digital release date back or something so, you know, so the vinyl can catch up. This is crazy. I don't accept that as an answer. I would still be upset.
Eagle YouTube channel, we go behind the scenes of the industry a little bit. Yes, I'm indie, so my knowledge is limited, but I do have some and I'm going to share it with you. I think this shortchanging the vinyl thing, which I'm coming to understand is happening a lot lately, is the product of 2 giant industry problems smashing into each other. The first being that most people are conditioned to listen to music without paying for it these days. Can't really blame the audience for that because that's just where the industry went. But that being said, if you are interested in wanting a musician or 2 to actually survive, it is best that you support them. Buy a shirt, buy a vinyl, link in the description. But if you've ever wondered why the average modern rap album is like 39 songs, it's because artists are paid per stream. So if you present the most songs possible when the most eyes are on you, you probably stand to make the most money even if the product suffers. Like, could you imagine if movie studios got paid for every minute that audiences watched a movie? Every Fast and Furious movie would be as long as fucking Oppenheimer for no reason. So yeah, I don't think the Carter 6 is 19 songs because Wayne thought these are the greatest 19 songs ever. I think he, like most rappers in his stratus, are trying to maximize profits.
That makes sense. That makes sense a lot because I wonder why albums be so long lately. I remember about 10 years ago, a person put an album out. If the album was over 15, they was complaining about it. I'm not listening to all of that. I remember Chris Brown came out with probably maybe an album or two ago. He came out with an album. People was complaining it was too long. Like, I'm not listening to 25 Chris Brown songs. Like, it's crazy. I didn't understand, but this makes sense.
Now, on the other side of that is the vinyl industry. A lot of consumers are buying vinyl these days, and for an artist like me, that's life or death. It's a very important part of my revenue because, as I've said before, Spotify does not care if I live or die. But even if you're a huge artist like Wayne and Spotify does actually pay you a living wage, if you got thousands of people down to buy your vinyl for $40 a pop, that's not really money you can afford to leave on the table. So on one side, you got making money by trying to stream as many songs as possible, and on the other side, you got trying to sell vinyl to people. Problem is this: Lil Wayne's album, it's 19 songs. It clocks in at about an hour and 7 minutes. A standard vinyl disc only holds about 45 minutes of music before it starts to sound like ass. So if you got more than 45 minutes of music, you start having to make a double vinyl, which damn near costs double to make. So suddenly, instead of asking $40 a pop for this album, you're asking $50 or $60 a pop for this vinyl. 6 songs is crazy, though. 6 songs is nuts. Like, let's say you pre-ordered the album, and then when you heard it, you did like it. You don't even know if the 6 songs you're getting are the ones you actually liked or not. You could get the vinyl, and it could be Elephant Raps, Weezer, Jelly Roll, Band from TV,
I be mad as a
Bono,
mother.
and Squish Squish, and that's the album. That's it. Like, I don't even know how they decided which 6 songs. I mean, I guess it had to be the ones that were done. We got some reviews here on Amazon for some people who pre-ordered the album and felt like they got put in a trick bag. Here's some 1-star reviews from the Carter 6 vinyl release. This review says, "Missing songs, do not buy. If you want to waste $14 and get 5 out of the 19 songs that are on the digital album, go right ahead. This includes 9 songs, two of which are the intro, and I don't even count as songs. 4 of 7 actual songs on this version of the album are not on the digital, which is cool, but I wanted the whole album. It's missing all of the big songs from the digital album. Waste of $. This review says, not the full Carter 6. Only 9 tracks. Had to go find the other 10 tracks. Very disappointing. Not sure what's going on. First pressing, I guess. The rest of the tracks added to the digital version after this was made. And Wayne released 2 more bonus tracks after the release date of the album. What a mess." Oh, here we have a 5-star review. Somebody's very happy only getting 6 songs. "I know a lot of people are leaving bad reviews, but give it a shot. Band from NO is simply amazing. Other notable tracks like Cotton Candy, Maria, Hip Hop, and The Days are all great as well. King Carter is also really well done. I think it's fantastic." I think that comment was written by ChatGPT. Somebody is trying to put the bots to work and clean up this review section some. They're gonna need to work a lot harder than that.
So my personal opinion, I think Wayne dropped the ball on this last album. Not that the music was awful. I mean, the music was okay. Most of the songs were. Some of the songs I didn't like though, just like everybody else. But the arrangement of the album, it's like they didn't take time to sequence the album correctly. And this right here just adds another layer. You're real. If you're a real diehard fan and you put down $40 to get this vinyl, and you get home and they got 6 songs on it, bro, I'd be so salty. Every time you come out with a new single, you gotta, like, damn, that ain't on my album. Damn, that ain't. Damn, that one ain't. It's all bad, in my opinion. Lil Wayne needs some new management, something, because he's not maximizing his. He's supposed to be on a prototypical victory lap right now. You know, staring down the barrel of retirement. Because the hip hop world look at him like he's 50, 11 years old. Even though we still got Slick Rick and Ice Cube rapping, you know, they look at Lil Wayne like he a million years old. So it is what it is, though. Let me know how would you feel if you bought the album and it had 6 songs on it when you got to the house. What would you do? I'd probably send a very harshly worded email to Dwayne Carter and the Young Money staff. All my OGs, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you ain't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the sub button. Halfway to 1K, trying to make it there. All my day ones been holding me down. I appreciate your love and support. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.